Good morning, children. Today in Social Science in Economics in class 9, we'll continue the lesson Poverty as a Challenge. We do realize that it is the poor people who are always impacted, and they are the ones who suffer when prices are increasing or whenever there is any change in the policy and so on. But there are many such programs which have been launched to help the poor people. So we see now, first of all, we see that we have the poverty line, that is by income method. If we go, that 816 for people living in the rural areas and 1000 rupees per person per month for in the urban areas, that was fixed. So if a person is earning that much, then he is fairly able to manage to survive and fulfill the needs of his family. That is the basic needs. But even then, that is less though. But in other countries we see, so this poverty line differs in different countries. It is not the same everywhere. It is not the same amount and at the same level. If we see now why there is a difference, that different countries have a different poverty line. That is the amount. Why? Because one is the calorie requirement of different races. Because it depends on their physical condition, that they are extreme, they are big built up, they're strong, their dietary habits are such, their food habits are such. So it is depending on that also. So they need to consume more calories. Then the second major difference is that of the per capita income, that is the average income per person. In developed countries, we see that the income level is much higher, the average income is much higher, whereas in developing countries it is low. So there lies a difference because they have more purchasing power, they are able to purchase enough for the families and more than that also, apart from the basic needs. So that is why they have a better standard of life also. Then we see that naturally they will have a high standard of living because of the money power, because of the purchasing power, because of the income that they are earning. It is high. So naturally they will be able to have a high and a better standard of living than those who are living in developing countries. Then we also see that in developed countries the cost of products is more because they can afford, whereas in developing countries it is not so. And if the cost is more, then the people are not able to purchase. So they suffer on that account also. So we see that there are different countries which have different poverty lines now. Now, how the problem, it is a major challenge. Ever since we became independent, we see that people have been poor. They are gripped in this vicious circle of poverty. And because of that, they are not able to provide basic necessities to their families. Their children suffer on account of poverty. They are not getting enough food. They don't get balanced meals and all. So they suffer due to various reasons. Then education sometimes is not possible for them. So although the government has started the Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan and various other programs, midday meals and all that, but even then probably it is still not enough for the amount of people that we have who are poor in our country. So one is economic growth. How can we reduce this poverty? How can the problem be solved? One is that economic growth and development takes place in the country, and on the other hand, various schemes and programs which the government has also initiated from last many years in order to help the poor people, in order to help the people who are poor, in order to help the people both in rural and urban areas, and help to the educated people also and to the illiterate as well. Now, if we take up the first program, this is known as the Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Yojana. Rozgar means job. Yojana is a scheme. So Pradhan Mantri, it is also known as PMRY scheme, and this was started or initiated in 1993. And the aim of this program was basically to provide self-employment to the people, to educated people who are unemployed, who don't have jobs. So that is how and why it was started. And this is to help the people, the youth who are unemployed, both in rural and urban areas. And in order to help them, to support them financially, certain banks are there, scheduled banks are there that provide loans and loans are given to these people at lower rate of interest so that they can afford to repay also. So that is also there. And why loan is given to these people? So that they can start a small enterprise, they can start a small business, they can put up a small industry. So that way they can be helped. So we have this one scheme that is called as a Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Yojana. That was there to help the people who are poor. Now we come to the second program. We have another program that was called as that is the Rural Employment Generation Program. That is REG program. That is that this was launched in 1995. Again, to help the people, particularly the section of people who are poor, and to create self-employment opportunities in rural areas and small towns also. So everywhere the people can be helped. The target for creating 25 new jobs has been set up by this program. So 25 lakh jobs created. If 25 lakh people get jobs, naturally they and this was under the 5-year plan that they had initiated. So obviously there are going to be a large number of people who are going to be helped and their financial condition will improve. Then we have the third program that is called as the Swarn Jayanti Gram Swarozgar Yojana. Yojana's program, Swarozgar means self-employment. So Swarn Jayanti Gram Swarozgar Yojana, which was launched in 1999. And this program, it aims at bringing rural poor families above poverty line. People who are still till date, today also, that they are suffering on account of poverty, that their earnings are so low, their earnings are so less. So in order to bring them above the level, the poverty line, so this scheme basically was meant for such people. And to achieve this goal, it organized self-help groups so that bank credit could be given, government subsidy could be given, that means rebates at various places, so that they can improve their condition and their state. Then we have another program that is called as a Pradhan Mantri Gramoday Yojana. P for Pradhan Mantri, M, G for Gramoday and Yojana. Now this was launched in 2000 and it provides additional assistance to state government for improving the basic services in the village. We have so many people living in the villages, and that is at the grassroots, that is where the people have to be helped. So it is helping the state government also, so that together they can help the people living in the villages. And how can they help these people? That is by setting up these primary health centers, so that their healthcare facilities can be possible and available to them there only, so that they don't have to come to the nearby towns and cities when they have some health issue. Then primary education is available, rural shelter, then rural drinking water. Drinking water is still a major issue in many of our villages in the rural areas, and it is important to have safe drinking water. Then rural electrification. Many large number of villages have received this facility now, that they have electricity over there. So these are the schemes which have been launched by the government for helping the people at all levels, in the urban areas also and in the rural areas also. So that is how we can help the people, the large number of people who are living below poverty line, so that we can bring them above that level, so that they can have a decent, reasonable standard of living also. The children can be brought up well, and the education, health facilities and all other facilities which people in the urban areas are receiving, they also could get that. Thank you.